Hello friends, we continue with our next topic that is known as two-port network. In my previous video, we have already discussed about the Z parameter, Y parameter and hybrid parameter. Now we will further go for G parameter and transmission parameters and inverse transmission parameter. So in this video, we will discuss about all these three different type of parameter. If you have still not subscribed, comment and like my channel, please do it. Please subscribe it, because once you subscribe it, it will be more easy for you to go through my all previous sessions. The link of my previous video is already mentioned in my description box. You can go through it and find that video. So we start with our G parameters under the two-port parameters. So we have already discussed about Z, Y and H parameter. Okay, you can refer my previous video. Now we go for the next parameter known as G parameter. Yes, it is known as G parameter, or you call it as inverse. Okay, so G parameter is basically also known as inverse hybrid parameters. So we have already discussed about the H parameters. So if you just reverse those H parameters, that will become a G parameter. If I write the equation for H parameter, we have already known that is V11 H11 I1 plus H12 V2 and I2 is equal to H21 I1 plus of H22 V2. So this was our H parameter equation. If I write in the form of matrix form, so this is V1 I2, that is equal to H11 H12 H21 H22, and it is what? It is I1 and V2. Now if you change this order, that means this will become here and this will become here. So such type of parameter will become G parameter, or we call it as inverse hybrid parameters. Okay, and you will find in some of the networks the inverse hybrid parameter applications exist. Okay, so now if we interchange it, so we will see how it is. So I1 is equal to G11 V1 plus G12 I2, and V2 is equal to G21 V1 plus G22 V2. If you write in the form of this is your KCL equation and this is your KVL equation. Okay, now if you write in the form of, that is matrix form, so that comes to be I1 V2, it is G11 G12 G21 and this is G22. Okay, and this comes to be V1 I2. So this is known as G matrix and it is represented by G, that is equal to G11 G12 G21 G22. Okay, so this is your inverse hybrid parameters and Z parameter. This is their equations. The first equation represent basically KCL form, the other equation represent basically KVL form. Okay, now we will see the nomenclatures of this G11 G12 and G21 and G22. Okay, it is I11 is equal to G11 V1 plus G12 I2 and V2 is equal to G21 V1 plus G22 I2. Okay, this was our equation in the form of G parameters, that is I1 is equal to G11 V1 plus G12 I2 and V2 is equal to G21 V1 plus G22 V2. Now if I take a condition, let I2 is 0, I2 0, it means port 2 is open circuit. So if I2 is 0, then G11 comes to be I1 by V1 and G21 comes to be V2 by V1. Okay, similarly if you say let V1 is equal to 0, that means you can say port 1 is short circuited. Okay, So from here G12 comes to be I1 by I2 and G22 comes to be, it is V2 by V1. So these value is in the form of their port values with the condition of either port 2 is open circuited and port 1 is short circuited. So this is G11, G21 and this is G12 and G22. Okay. Now we see the nomenclatures of G11, G12, G21 and G22. Okay. So if you refer all G11, G12, G21, once again I will write here, it was I1 by V1. It was I1 by V1. G12 was I1 by I2. It is V2 by V1 and it was V2 by I2. So if you see again, yes, I by V is an input in admittance. However, this we have find when the circuit was open circuit. Okay, it is in the condition when current was 0, that is your port to current was 0. Okay. Similarly, G21 we have find that is open circuit forward voltage gain. Why it is open circuit? Because again I2 was 0, so that's why it comes to be V2 by V1. Similarly, it is short circuit reverse current gain, that is what I1 by I2, and this is short circuit output impedance. Since it is V by I, so it is referred as output impedance. So this is all about the nomenclature of G parameters. Now we will see the equivalent diagram. So for writing the for drawing the equivalent diagram, as I said, first of all we have to write the equation, that is I1 equal to G11 V1 plus G12, it is I2, and V2 is equal to G21 V1 plus G22 I2. This was our equation first, this was our equation 2. Okay. So in case of H parameter, if you remember, the first equation was a KVL equation and another was a KCL equation. Here this equation is a KCL equation and this equation is a KVL equation. That means your port 1 is in the form of KCL, that is in this form. Okay, and your port 2 in this form. If I say this is V1 I1 and this is V2 I2, so since it is in the form of G11 V1, so that comes to be G11 and this comes to be G12 I2. So this is basically what a current source. Since we are talking about the KCL equation, so it is basically your current source. Similarly, this comes to be your G22 and this is your voltage source. Why? Because it is a KVL equation. So it is G21 V1. Very simple. Okay. Now if you apply KCL at this node and KVL at this node, you can easily get the answer. Okay. It is also referred as transmission parameter. This parameter, you will find the application of these parameters in transmission lines. Okay, in your microwave subject, you learn about the transmission lines. So there you will find the ABCD parameter concepts are used. So it is basically for transmission line. But here we will understand the question pattern and what are the parameter equation, so that it is applicable in form of networks. So basically this equation is given by V1 is equal to AV2 minus of BI2 and I1 is equal to CV2 minus of D I2. So this is equation 1, this is equation 2. So this equation is basically known as equation for ABCD parameters, and it is represented in this form. Okay, you must have to remember, and these equation only remember when you go through number of problem solving sessions. Once you go through number of problem solving session, it will be more easy for you to understand all this, and it will be easily rememberable. Okay, so actually in this the important thing is, if this is V1 I1 and this is V2 I2, in all the parameter conditions we have taken V1 I1 in this form, V2 I2 in this form. But when you will talk about the network in which we have to talk about the transmission parameters, so this comes to be V1 I1 and this is V2. The direction of I2 is here in this manner. Okay, and that's why this negative sign comes. Okay. This you can also write it as minus of I2. This you can also write it as minus of I2. Okay, because once you change the sign, this comes to be this. So this equation is mentioned in this form, that is V1 is equal to AV2 minus of BI2 and I1 is equal to CV2 minus of DI2. So generally we have discussed about such type of network condition in which the direction of voltage and current is in this fashion. But when we talk about the transmission parameters, this should be the condition. And why we have taken this current? Because you will find in transmission line analysis, we are always interested in the current which is at the load side. Okay, so this current, whenever it is at the load side, so you have to analyze those parameters in that terms. So that's why we have taken this current as minus of I2 here. Okay, just to understand it. Now once we solve it, so as this was our equation, now again we will see the condition when I2 is equal to 0, that is port 2 is open circuited, and then we will see the condition where V2 is 0, that is port 1 is short circuited. So under this condition, your A comes to be V1 by V2 and your C comes to be I1 by V2. Here when V2 is 0, B comes to be minus of V1 by I2 and D comes to be minus of I1 by I2. So this is the condition. When I2 is 0, the value of A comes to be V1 by V2, the value of C comes to be I1 by V2, and when V2 is 0, the value of B comes to be minus of V1 by I2 and D, it is minus of I1 by I2. Okay, now we will see the nomenclatures of ABCD. A is referred as open circuit voltage ratio here. Okay, open circuit. So this is known as ABCD, and we have seen the nomenclature of ABCD transmission parameter, that is A open circuit voltage ratio. If you see the value of ABCD, you will find B is your negative short circuit transfer impedance, C is your open circuit transfer admittance, and D is your negative short circuit current ratio. So here we have used the word known as voltage ratio and current ratio. It is why, because transmission parameters are basically used in your telephone lines and optical fibers just to identify the different parameters. So in which V1 I1 is a one ratio and V2 I2 is another ratio, and in the form of transfer of current and voltage from port 1 to port 2 in optical fiber or in telephone lines, these parameters are used. But here in network, we'll just understand the value and we'll see what are the different type of numericals which comes under this ABCD parameters. The only important thing, you must have to remember the ABCD parameters equation. Okay, now we go for the inverse ABCD parameter. It is similarly like H and G. Here it is A dash, B dash, C dash and D dash. Okay, so now it is referred as inverse ABCD parameters. Okay, now we will see the equation for inverse ABCD parameters. It is mainly given by, you have to just change the order. As I mentioned, the equation as V1 is equal to AV2 minus of BI2 and I1 is equal to CV2 minus of DI2. This equation was in the case of ABCD parameters. So if you write its matrix part, so that comes to be V1 I1 is equal to ABCD, and this is what it is, V2 minus of I2. Okay, now if you just reverse it, so that will become what? If I just reverse it, this will become V2 I2 that is equal to, here now parameters will become A, B, C dash and D dash, and this will become what? It is V1 and I1. Okay, this will become what? V1 and I1. Now if you write the equation here, so that comes to be V2 that is equal to A dash V1 minus of B dash I1 and I2 is equal to C dash V1 minus of D dash I1. So this is A dash B dash C dash and this is A, B, C, D. So just by comparing, you'll more easily able to understand. This is your ABCD parameter and this is your inverse ABCD parameter. It is represented in the form of A dash, B dash, C dash and D dash, and this is the matrix formation of both the parameters. Here you can write it as minus of I1. Okay, so this is about the inverse A dash, B dash, C dash and D dash parameters. Okay, now in both the condition we'll see the condition of symmetricity and reciprocity. Okay, if you write the matrix equation, it is represented in the form of transmission parameter T as ABCD. This is about the transmission parameter, and here you can write it as T dash, that is A dash, B dash and C dash and D dash. So if you talk about symmetric network, and then if you talk about a reciprocal network, so we will see in case of symmetric, as I mentioned you just make an S. Just make an S. This represents symmetric condition. So that means when A is equal to D and when A dash is equal to D dash, under this condition the networks are symmetric in nature. And in case of reciprocal, if del of T is 1 and here del of T dash is 1, that is determinant is 1, then it is a reciprocal network. So you can say that it is AD minus BC is equal to 1, and here it is A dash D dash minus of B dash C dash, that is equal to 1. So this is all about the condition of two-port network in case of transmission parameter, that is ABCD parameter, and it is inverse transmission parameter, that is A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash. Okay, this is your transmission parameter, very important, transmission parameter, and this is your inverse transmission parameter. Okay, so don't confuse. In case of G parameter, the G matrix was given by G11, G12, G21, G22. So if you talk about the condition of symmetric and reciprocal, so here it is del G equal to 1 and here it is G12 is equal to minus of G21. Del G1, it means G11 into G22 minus of G12 into G21, that is equal to 1. This you keep remember. about the condition of symmetricity and reciprocal for G networks. Combination of network, it means when two different networks are connected in, say, series form, when two different networks say connected in parallel form, when two different networks are connected either in series parallel form or it is in parallel series form, and if it is connected in cascade form. So these are the few conditions of interconnections of network, either it is in the series form, in the parallel form, it is series parallel series and cascade form. So we will see in our numerical sessions how such type of problems used to come, but just keep in your mind, whenever two networks it is in the form of series, we will see one by one each network. We always calculate Z parameters. Whenever network is in the form of series, so we always go for Z parameters. When it is in the form of parallel, we always go for Y parameters. Okay. When it is series parallel, we always go for H parameters. When it is parallel series, we go for G parameters. And when it is cascade, we go for our transmission parameters. Okay. So these are the 5 different type of interconnections. You will see two networks. Say if this is a network A and this is a network B. Now these two network with 2 ports, these are the two networks with 2 ports, can be connected in this 5 different form. We will see the interconnection one by one, but these two networks are connected in 5 different form. So what are those forms? Either network connected in series, or it is in parallel, or it is in series parallel, or it is in parallel series, or it is in cascade form. So we will see the different condition of current and voltage. If it is series, then what will be the condition? If it is parallel to parallel, then what will be condition? Series parallel series, or it is in cascade form. But if it is in series, so we always go for Z parameter. Parallel, we go for Y parameters. Series parallel, we go for H parameters, and for parallel series, we go for G parameters. Finally, for cascade, if the networks are connected in cascade form, we go for the transmission parameters. Okay, so this is all about the interconnection of two different network in either in series parallel series and cascade form. Now we'll one by one we'll see the interconnection mechanism. Okay, so in my next lecture we will see about the combinations of network, and we will understand different type of connection patterns in networks. Okay.